Hi, my name is Miranda. This video is for those of you who've had a virus and still feeling very tired and want to build up strength, do some chest openers to stretch so you can breathe a bit more deeply. It's also for anybody who actually just feels they want to build up some strength. It's a gentle practice and that will help you breathe more deeply again. So we're going to start off on our backs. So with your legs bent, feet on the floor, and take one hand resting on your belly, one hand resting on your chest. We're just going to practice the abdominal breath, a much deeper, healthier breath, using more of our lungs and the diaphragm. So take a deep breath in and exhale slowly through your nose as much as you can. Keep exhaling. When you're ready to breathe in and down, see if you can take your breath down into your belly. You should feel your belly rising. And exhale completely. You should feel your belly falling. So keep trying to breathe in and down. So each inhale, see if you can take it down into your belly. And as you exhale, belly should fall. So keep breathing down. The top hand shouldn't really move too much. See if you can make sure it's the bottom hand that's moving up on the inhale, down on the exhale, and the top hand is really not moving very much. Just a few more deep breaths here. The more you exhale, the more your body relaxes. And the more you're likely to breathe in again using the diaphragm. And then take the hands onto your belly for a moment, both hands on the belly. Then bring your knees in. Catch hold of your knees, your hands on your knees. And circle your knees. 2 circles. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Separate them. Take them away from you and back together again. And then bring them in towards your chest. Separate them. Take them away from you and back together. So keep going, 2 circles. So it's a little bit like breaststroke with the legs. And as you move, just observe how that feels for you. Letting those circles be as big as feels right in your body. And you will feel that your back is getting a bit of a massage here. It's a lovely movement for the hips. Strengthening, stretching around the pelvis, including the pelvic floor. And you'll also feel tummy muscles just waking up too. And take the circles in the other direction. So again, just observing. And then bring your feet onto the floor. Arms by your sides. Shoulders away from your ears. Nice long neck. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, tip your pelvis back so your lower back presses down into the floor and squeeze your pelvic floor so it's a sense of together, in and up. Inhale, pelvis tips forwards. A little arch happens in your lower back and your pelvic floor relaxes. Exhale, tip your pelvis back, lower back presses down to the floor and again squeeze your pelvic floor. Inhale, pelvis tips forwards. And keep going with that small movement. It's not a big movement, just observing. It's a lovely movement for your back, really good medicine for the back. As you exhale, you'll feel your tummy muscles engaging. As you inhale, your back muscles engage, tummy muscles let go. And then next time you exhale, tip your pelvis back and roll up, Press each vertebra into the floor before you take that vertebra off the floor. Roll up into a bridge position, up on your shoulders. Inhale, observe where you are. And when you're ready to exhale, roll back down again. As much as possible, one vertebra pressing down into the floor at a time. Just noticing where it might be a bit clunky. Resting breath in at the bottom. And when you're ready to again exhale, peel your spine up off the floor, one vertebra at a time, so pressing each vertebra into the floor before you peel it up off the floor. Again, inhaling, just observing. Exhaling when you're ready to, roll back down. And keep going. So you're resting at the bottom, resting at the top. And your exhale takes you up and takes you down. And the next time we come up, if it feels okay for you, we're going to stay up. So roll up again into the bridge. If you're happy to stay here, stay here. Close your eyes. Listen to your body working here. Press down the backs of your shoulders. Lift your breastbone. Make sure your neck is nice and long. Lift your hips up. Think about leading with your pubic bone, and that just takes away at the overarching of the lower back, which can happen. You'll feel your glutes working, your bottom muscles. You'll feel your thighs working. You'll feel a stretch in the front of your hip. It's a great counter pose for sitting. Breathe. If you're happy to stay here, just stay a little bit longer. Breathing deeply. If you need to come down, come down. Listen to your body. Really important when you're recovering from a virus to rest when you need to rest. And building up strength slowly. When you're ready to, on an exhale, roll back down again, one vertebra at a time to come back down. And bring your knees in towards your chest. And hug your knees and rock from side to side. And then bring your feet onto the floor, hip distance apart. Hands resting on your belly this time. Take a deep breath in, and when you're ready to exhale, attempt to draw your hip bones towards each other. You should feel your belly flattening. Inhale, relax. Exhale again, attempt to draw your hip bones towards each other. Feeling your belly flattening. Inhale, relax. If that instruction doesn't work for you, visualize a corset is being tightened around your middle on the exhale. So it's accessing the deepest of our abdominal muscles that really help to protect our backs. The next time you exhale, lift your right foot off the floor just a tiny bit. Belly should flatten. Inhale, bring your foot back down. Exhale again. Hip bones towards each other, belly flattens, left foot off the floor. Inhale, foot back down. Exhale, hip bones towards each other, belly flattens, right foot. Inhale, back down. Exhale, hip bones towards each other, belly flattens, left foot. Inhale, back down. And just do one more time each side. It's a great way of really engaging these deep abdominal muscles, which can get quite weak. We've been sitting, not doing so much. Deep stabilizing muscles. So make that the last time. And again, bring your knees in towards your chest. Hug your knees and rock from side to side. Then bring your feet onto the floor again. And bring your right knee in towards your chest. Hug your right knee in towards your chest. Snuggle it in, hands around your shin. And slowly straighten your left leg along the floor. Push away with your left foot and press down with your thigh. Feel the lovely space in your hip socket and front of the hip. Breathing deeply. encouraging your body to let go in this stretch, its length. Deep breaths. Then catch hold behind your right thigh. Keep your thigh close in towards your chest, and inhale, take your foot up towards the ceiling until you feel a stretch in the back of the thigh, so you're not aiming to get it straight. Exhale, bring the foot back down. Inhale, when you're ready to, take the foot up to where you feel a stretch in the back of that foot, that back of that leg, And exhale, bring the leg back down. And a few more times. And again, when we've been ill, the hamstrings can get very tight, whether you're sitting or whether you're lying in bed curled up. So just observing. This time when you take the foot up, keep it there. And then reach away with your heel and point your foot. Reach away with your heel and point. The next time you reach away with your heel, keep that foot there, let go of the leg, and straighten the leg just as much as it straightens. Take a deep breath in, and exhale, flatten your belly and lower the leg down towards the floor. Exhaling, flattening the belly as you lower that leg down. Before it gets to the floor, inhale, bend your right leg, take it back up towards the ceiling, straightening it, reaching away with the heel. And as you exhale again, lower it. And if you're able to block your throat as you lower it, so it sounds a little bit like you're snoring. So bending the leg to inhale, come back up. And again, that blocked throat, it's called the Ujjayi breath. So sounding a little bit like you're snoring as you exhale, and it really slows the exhale down even more. It's a very calming breath, so inhaling, take the leg back up. Exhaling, flatten your belly, block the throat as you take that exhale, straight leg down. One more time. And let the leg come to the floor and let go. And then bend your right leg, foot on the floor, and bring your left knee in. Hug that knee in. Hands around the shin, draw it in. And then again, slowly straighten your right leg along the floor and push away with your right heel and press down with your thigh. Again, feel that stretch and space in the right hip. Breathing deeply. And then catch hold behind your thigh. When you're ready to inhale, take the foot up towards the ceiling. And exhale, bring the foot back down. Inhale, take the foot up towards the ceiling. Just observe that stretch in the back of the leg. Exhale, bring it back down. And again, a few more times. So it's not about trying to straighten the leg, it's about being where you feel a stretch. When you take the leg up this time, stay there. Reach away with the heel and point your foot. Reach away with the heel and point. Reach away with the heel and again stay there reaching with the heel. Let go of your hands. Straightening the leg just as much as it straightens. Inhale and exhale. Flatten your belly. Block your throat a little bit so you're just snoring quietly to yourself as you lower the leg down towards the floor. Before it gets to the floor again, bend the leg. Take it back up. Reaching away with the heel. Flattening your belly as you lower the leg down. And keep going a few more times. And letting the leg come to the floor. and let go. And then bring both knees in towards your chest. And again, hug and rock from side to side. And bring both arms down again. And circle your knees. So start off small. Just knees together, one circle. And just maybe that circle gets a little bit bigger. And you'll notice that as it gets a bit bigger, it just becomes a bit more demanding on the abdominals. So just taking it to where your body feels it's happy to work. And take that circle in the other direction. And again, don't push yourself, take your time. I will be doing some other videos that gradually build up to stronger. And back to center. Hug your knees and again rock. Then we're going to come over onto our tummies. So if you roll over, and with your hands underneath your shoulders, spread your fingers, elbows in, shoulders away from your ears. And when you're ready to, inhale, come into a back bend. Open up just into the back bend that feels right for you. Exhale to come back down. Inhale, come up into a back bend. Exhale to come back down. And keep going. Only come up as high as feels happy in your lower back. Don't push yourself. You'll feel you're releasing in the front of the hips. Your back is working. Close your eyes maybe. Just listening to your body. And the next time you come down, stay down for a moment. We're going to come up next time raising a leg too. So don't come up as high as you maybe could come. Just come up into a gentle back bend. Inhale, head and chest up, raise your right leg too. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, head and chest up, left leg. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, right leg, head and chest. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, left leg, head and chest. Exhale, come back down. And then come onto your elbows. So elbows underneath your shoulders. And if that feels uncomfortable in your lower back, then just have your elbows a little bit in front of your shoulders. But if you're happy to have your elbows underneath your shoulders, then do. It's just a bit bigger a back bend. And settle here. Breathe deeply, just observe your body here in a back bend. You feel yourself releasing into that back bend. Maybe each exhale you can feel your body opening up a little bit more. And then we're going to put a bit of effort into it. So inhale. Exhale, press down into your forearms and attempt to drag your elbows back. Inhale, relax. Exhale, press down into your forearms and attempt to drag your elbows back. Inhale, relax. And again, a few more times. You feel that effort in the upper back really helps us to sit up straighter, to stand up taller with a much more open chest. It's really helping to improve our posture. And relax. And then come over onto your side. So have your bottom arm underneath your head. Legs bent. Top arm in front. And when you're ready to, inhale, take your top hand along the floor, up beyond your head and behind you, opening up a bit as you take that hand back. And exhale as you take it down towards your hip, over your hip and back in front. So you'll inhale along the floor, up beyond your head and behind you, opening up a bit with the body. Taking the hand along the floor if it gets there, or maybe a long way away from the floor, over the hip, back in front. And just keep going. If that feels even a little bit uncomfortable in your shoulder, if you've had an injury, have the hand on the shoulder. It's much gentler. So just circling with the hand on the shoulder if that's better for you. But otherwise, just observing. Maybe close your eyes again here. Really listen to your body as you move. It's a lovely stretch and release in the shoulder, all around the rib cage. Feel that space you're creating around the rib cage. And the next time you open up, take your hand behind your head, both hands clasped behind the head, and take that elbow back and settle. So just settling into a twist. Breathe deeply. Again, with your eyes closed, just take your awareness around your body. You'll feel a lovely stretch around the rib cage and the shoulder. The diaphragm's getting a stretch here too, so it really helps us to breathe more deeply. So you breathe as deeply as you can here. Really feel your body letting go on the exhale, releasing into that stretch. Deep inhales and even longer exhales. And then bring the elbow back up and over. And then if you come over onto your other side, you need to wriggle around so I'm still facing the camera. But if you bottom hand onto your head, top hand in front, legs bent. And again, when you're ready to inhale, take the top hand along the floor, up beyond your head and behind you. Your exhale takes it down towards your hip, over the hip and back in front. And again, keep going. Again, maybe close your eyes, listen to your body. It should feel good. It should feel like a lovely stretch and release. So don't be somewhere that doesn't feel good. Again, feel that lovely opening, release around the shoulders, the chest, that spaciousness you're creating. Really letting go of tension, tightness. And when you open up this time, hand behind the head, clasp your hands together, take that elbow back, so opening up into a twist. So keeping your knees down, for the knees to help ground you. Make sure your head is comfortable and stay here, breathe. Long, deep breaths. Again, really using that breath, encouraging your body to let go more on the exhale. So inhale. And as you exhale, really feel your body releasing on that exhale. Long, deep exhale, full exhale. And then bring the elbow back up and over. We're going to finish off with a side bend. So just come onto your back for a moment. Hug your knees, rock, just to even out. And then straighten your legs along the floor. And take your arms over beyond your head. And then keeping your back on the floor, the whole of your back, the whole of your bottom, the whole of your shoulders, take your legs and your arms over to the left. So coming into what could be described as a banana shape. The whole of the back of your body is on the floor. So just stretching out the right side of your body. And just come to a place where your body feels happy. You might feel you can just wriggle a little bit more having settled there. And breathe into this side. Take your inhale all the way down to your right hip, all the way up to your armpit. And exhale fully. Inhale all the way down to the hip, all the way up to the armpit. And exhale fully. And just stay here breathing deeply. So again, it should feel good. Just be where it does feel good. And then wriggle back to center. And over to the other side. So again, take your legs and your arms over to the other side, so to the right. And just again come to a place that feels like a good stretch for you. So again, maybe having settled, you might just wriggle the legs a little bit more. Maybe you've straight away come to where feels right. But again, breathe deeply. Take your inhale all the way down to your left hip, all the way up to your armpit. And exhale fully. Each inhale, really take it down to the hip, all the way up to the armpit. And a long, complete exhale. So just again, listening to your body, observing that lovely stretch all the way along that side. Again, really creating more space for you to breathe. Deep breaths. And then wriggle back to the center. Again, bring your knees in towards your chest. Hug your knees for a moment and rock them side to side. And then we're just going to take a moment of stillness, quietness on your back. So straighten your legs again if you're happy to have your legs straight. Arms away from your body, palms facing up. That just allows the shoulders to release down, the front of the chest to open. Again, creating space in the front of the chest. Make sure your shoulders are away from your ears, so your neck is nice and long. Eyes closed. And again, breathe down into your belly. So take your inhale down into your belly. And exhale fully. Inhaling down into your belly. Feel your belly rising and falling on the exhale. And breathe into about a count of 3. And exhale to about a count of 6. So keep going, inhaling, breathe down into the belly to a count of about 3. Exhale, feel the belly falling as you exhale to about a count of 6. Keep going. Keep breathing in to 3 and out to 6. And then again, bring your knees, bend your legs, feet on the floor. Knees in towards your chest, hug them in, rock from side to side. And then feet back onto the floor and roll over onto your side. Use your hands to help yourself to push yourself up to sitting. Coming up to sitting in whatever way works for you. It doesn't have to be cross-legged. Om Shanti, peace. I hope you enjoyed that video, that session. I will be doing some stronger ones, so just gradually stronger, so to help you build up your strength. So don't push yourself. Remember to rest. And I hope you feel better and stronger. Please do subscribe if you enjoyed this. Thank you.